Well, Shannon joins us via Skype to talk about being a wife, mom, pastoral minister, and podcaster. Shannon, thanks so much for being with us. How you doing today?
I'm doing well, Jay. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Well, you know, you do so many things. Before we begin, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So I am a biracial cradle Catholic. My dad is a Black Catholic. My mom is an Irish and German Catholic. So I come by it honestly. And I grew up outside of Chicago. Now I'm a wife to my lovely husband, Eric, mom of 4 kids under the age of 10. It's very crazy in our house. And I work full time at a parish just outside of Indianapolis as a pastoral associate for adult formation. And in my free time, I decided I didn't have enough Catholic stuff in my life. So I started a podcast called Plaid Skirts and Basic Black with my good friend, Marcia. It's a Black Catholic podcast where we talk about culture, pop culture, Catholic culture, current events, and pretty much anything else that we feel like talking about that week.
Well, speaking of that, Shannon, let's talk about with one of the segments, the intro segments. How's the weather in your neck of the woods? What's that all about? Must be about the weather.
So we do a weather check. It's a way to check in a little bit with our mental health and just share how we're doing. But also to have a little fun instead of your regular kind of host chat, just to do something outside of the box. So my weather today is sunny because I have the day off once we're done here. So I'm excited.
Well, we hope it's sunny right now. You know, in today's environment, Shannon, do you think that your podcast and all of your work takes on even a more importance?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, with everything that's going on in our country and in our world around racial justice, we have seen not only an uptick in listeners, but also just a desire, especially for people to have a Catholic perspective on this, that, you know, sometimes we don't have those voices and we don't have Black Catholic voices in the media as much as we should sometimes. And that's why we started this podcast, to be able to give voice to what it means to live in the world as Black Catholic women, and to hopefully bring another voice to the conversation around not only racial justice, but just what does it mean to live as a person of color and to live as a person of faith in our country.
And as you discuss these issues deeply, you keep that podcast moving. It's really lively. Can you tell us how the title, Plaid Skirts and Basic Black, came about? I'm just curious.
Yeah, so Marcia and I both went to Catholic school, so we had to wear a plaid skirt every day for our uniform. So that's where the plaid skirts come from. And then we call ourselves Basic Black because we're both pretty basic ladies. We love fall and pumpkin spice and Taylor Swift albums. And so we just decided to embrace that, to kind of show the ways that we embrace all of those intersectional ways of being Black and Catholic.
So have you guys been friends for a long time?
We have. I've known Marcia probably almost 20 years now. And we just decided we have these wonderful conversations. Everyone should listen to them, don't you think? And apparently so, we have a lot of fun.
Has it been fun for the two of you to do this together? I mean, do you guys learn things about each other and learn things about yourselves?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we know each other really well. If you listen to our podcast, that's probably pretty easy to pick out. But, you know, we share stories that we haven't shared with each other. We share different thoughts on, you know, our faith, how we live out our lives as Catholics. And I have grown so much in my understanding of myself, my understanding of my identity. And also, I've just learned how to be a better disciple of Jesus Christ. So it's been a really great adventure, and we're grateful to our listeners for all that they do to continually join us in this journey of faith.
Can you just briefly tell us about your Instagram handle, because it's kind of pop culture influenced?
Yes. So my Instagram handle is Team Quarter Black. I say go team all the time, so that's where the team comes from. But it was influenced by the TV show Psych on USA, which is a very silly detective show about a man who pretends to be a psychic and solves crimes. And so in one of the episodes, there is a group, singing group made up of 3 black men and 1 white man. And Sean, who's the main character, who's white, he decides that the group is going to be called Quarter Black because there's 1 white man and 3 black men, which is actually the opposite. It would be 3/4 black. So that's where mine came from, because Marcia and I always joke that when we're starting our podcasts, like we're Team Quarter Black. Here we are. We have just the same ratio as Sean and Gus did in their singing group.
Got it.
So.
Well, Shannon, we're so glad you could be with us today. Where can people hear the podcast and learn more about you and your work?
Absolutely. So you can find our podcast, Plaid Skirts and Basic Black, on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also follow us on Instagram at PSBB Podcast, and that will connect you to all of our other social media and all of the work that we do.
It's been a pleasure. Listen, you stay safe and have a great day and keep up the great work.
Thank you so much, Jake.
Bye, Shannon. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Bishop. Thank you.